Hi, this is Swati, and in today's video, we'll see some important questions on rational numbers of class 8, chapter 1. So, in my previous video, I've already explained you the complete introduction on rational numbers with all the properties and important points. Go check it out. Now, let's get started with the questions. First one, write the additive inverse of 19 by minus 6. Firstly, what is additive inverse? Additive inverse, to write the additive inverse, we just interchange the sign. If it is positive, we write it negative, and if it is negative, we make it into positive. So for 19 by minus 6, the additive inverse is going to be 19 by plus 6. Now similarly, for minus 2 by 3, the additive inverse is going to be 2 by 3, because we know a plus minus a is equal to 0. Alright, next one. Write the multiplicative inverse of minus 13 by 9. What is multiplicative inverse? We know that multiplicative inverse is a into 1 by a is equal to 1. So basically, for any rational number, the multiplicative inverse is the reciprocal. So for minus 13 by 19, the multiplicative inverse is 19 by minus 13. It is just the reciprocal. We do not touch the signs. Whatever the sign is, you will put it. Now for minus 7, the reciprocal inverse is, the multiplicative inverse is the reciprocal 1 by minus 7. Now moving on. Find two rational numbers between 1 by 2 and 1 by 4 using mean method. What is mean method? The formula for mean method is a plus b by 2, where a and b are two rational numbers. So here this is a and this is b. Alright, let us find one rational number. So a plus b by 2. So whenever you have fraction, we take LCM. So LCM is 4. 2 into 2. So 2 plus 1 whole by 2. So this becomes 3 by 4 whole by 2 by 1 I can write. So whenever we need to take the denominator to numerator, it becomes the reciprocal. 2 by 1 becomes 1 by 2. So here we get 3 by 4 into 2, 8. So this is the rational number between these two numbers. So I'm going to write 1 by 2, 3 by 8 and 1 by 4. We found 1, but we need to find 2. So another one can be calculated between this or this, anything. So let me consider between first two. So now this is A and this is B. Again, let us use the formula. A plus b whole by 2. Now what is the LCM here? 8 is the LCM. 2 into 4. So 4 plus 3 by 8 whole by 2. So this is 7 by 8 whole by 2 by 1. Again, whenever you need to take the denominator to numerator, it becomes the reciprocal, which is 1 by 2. So 7 into 1, 7 by 8 into 2, 16. Now, it's very important how you write the final answer. So, first rational number is 1 by 2. Now, 7 by 16 is the rational number between which two numbers? Between 1 by 2 and 3 by 8. So, here comes 7 by 16. Then next comes 3 by 8. And then 1 by 4. So, basically between 1 by 2 and 1 by 4, we found two rational numbers. This method is little hectic. I mean, if you have to find just one or two rational numbers, it is fine. But when you need to find multiple rational numbers, it is time consuming. So we also have another method how to find rational numbers between given rational numbers, that I'm going to tell you in the next question. Alright, next one. Find 5 rational numbers between these. Now, you finding 5 rational numbers using mean method is time consuming. I will not advise you. So to find rational numbers, the main thing, the only one thing you need to do is you need to make the denominators same. How do we do that? You will just take LCM for the denominators. Now what is LCM of 5 and 2? The LCM of 5 and 2 is 10. So you will make sure that you have 10 as the denominator for both. So first is minus 2 by 5. So I can multiply into 2 both. So minus 4 by 10. Similarly, 1 by 2, to make it 10 in the new denominator, I can multiply it with 5. So I get 5 by 10. So basically my two rational numbers are minus 4 by 10 and plus 5 by 10. And here you need to find 5 rational numbers. So between them I have so many rational numbers: minus 3 by 10, minus 2 by 10, minus 1 by 10, 0, 1 by 10, 2 by 10, 3 by 10, 4 by 10. I have 8 rational numbers. So you can pick anything. So let us write minus 3 by 10, minus 2 by 10, minus 1 by 10. Yes, 0 is also a rational number because 0 can be written as 0 by 1, 0 by 2. It can be written as in p by q form. So 1 by 10 and 2 by 10. So these are 5 rational numbers. So these kind of questions, every student might get a different answer depending upon what denominator they are considering. Okay, just in case I want to find 10 rational numbers. So here I do not have 10 rational numbers between minus 4 and 5, isn't it? I don't have 10 numbers. So in that case, you will try to make the denominator bigger. So if you try to make the denominator bigger, you can find so many numbers between the numerators as well. So you can try to make the denominator as 20. And then you can see there will be so many numbers between the two numerators. And you can pick any 10 and write. So it depends on the question how many rational numbers it is asking for. But the only method is you will try to make the denominator same. That is it. And then just focus on the numerator and write down the rational numbers. I hope this is clear. Next one. Represent these on a number line. All right. So first let me construct a number line. So these are all negative numbers. Negative numbers are right to the 0 or left to the 0. First we need to know this. So 0 is in the center. Towards the right we have negative numbers, positive numbers, and towards the left we have negative numbers. So since it is all negative, I'll place 0 over here because I don't need positive numbers. And see, here there are 11 numbers. Here the denominator is 11. So let me put this as minus 1. Okay. Now, so I can start like this. This is 0 by 11, minus 1 by 11, minus 2 by 11, minus 3 by 11, minus 4 by 11, minus 5 by 11, minus 6 by 11, minus 7 by 11, minus 8 by 11, minus 9 by 11, minus 10 by 11, and this is minus 1. This is minus 1. Minus 1 because this is minus 11 by 11. So basically here the main thing is you will just focus on denominator. Since my denominator is 11, I am going to divide into 11 parts between 0 to minus 1. Now what is the question asked? Minus 2 by 11. This is minus 2 by 11. Let me name this as P. Minus 5 by 11. This is minus 5 by 11. Let me name it as Q. And minus 9 by 11 is this one, R. So this is very easy. You just focus on the denominator. Divide them into those many parts. And then write it down. Suppose I have minus 2 by 9, minus 5 by 9, minus 9 by 9. You will just between 0 to minus 1 you will divide it into 9 parts. 0 by 9, minus 1 by 9, minus 2 by 9, and so on. All of the numbers are same to represent on a number line. Now moving on, give a rational number that is equivalent to 4 by 7. Okay, first one is 4 by 7 equivalent with the numerator 20. So I should have 20 in the numerator. So from 4 to 20, what am I doing? It is multiplying by 5. So to get the equivalent rational number, denominator also you need to perform the same operation. So 7 into 5 is 35. So your answer is 20 by 35, which is equivalent to 4 by 7. Now next part is your denominator is 28. So how do I get 28? 7 into 4 is 28. So the same operation I will do it in the numerator. 4 into 4 is 16. So here is the answer. Alright. Now next one, name the property. So in my previous video I have explained all the properties. Go check it out if you haven't checked it. Now first one is A. See, here the numbers are same. First thing, only the places are interchanging, A into B, and here it is B into A. So when the numbers are interchanging, it is always commutative. Commutative property. Next one. Here, see, when you have more than one operation in an expression, like you have addition and multiplication, so it is always distributive. You can remember like this. When you have a single operation, you have other properties, commutative, associative, closure, and all of it. But when you have more than one operation, let's say in the second one I have addition and multiplication, so more than one operation is always distributive property. Distributive property, remember. Okay, third one. So third one, here I can see it is grouping. You're grouping two terms. So first here you're grouping these two, and next time you're grouping first and second. So grouping is always associated with associative property. So third one is associative property. Next one. All right. Now additive identity is 0. Multiplicative identity is 1. Now here anything, any rational number adding to 0 is always the rational number. So this is additive identity. Additive identity. And when it is multiplication, you can see multiplication sign. Whenever a rational number is multiplied by 1, you end up having the same rational number. So this is multiplicative identity. Multiplicative identity. All right, next one. If the product of any two rational number is 2, okay, product of any two rational number is 2 and one of them is 7. So here one rational number is 1 by 7 and the other rational number we don't know. We need to find the other. So I've taken it as x. Product of these two is equal to 2. It is very easy. So since 7 is dividing, when I take it to the other side, it multiplies. So x is equal to 2 into 7. X is equal to 14. So this is the next rational number, second rational number. As you know, all the natural numbers are rational number because 14 can be written as 14 by 1. Next one. Mr. X went shopping with a certain amount of money. He spent rupees 10 1 by 4 on buying a pen. So pen is how much? 10 1 by 4, which is 10 into 4 40, 41 by 4. And food is how much? He spent 25 3 by 4, which is 103 by 4. And remaining to his friend. So how much did he give to his friend? 16 1 by 2, which is 33 by 2. Calculate how much money he initially had. So since he had spent all of his money, isn't it? Okay. So you will just add all of them to see how much he initially had. So 41 by 4 plus 103 by 4 plus 33 by 2. This is the amount of money he had. Okay, so whenever you have fraction, you will take LCM. What is the LCM? 4. So 41 plus 103 plus into 2 into 2. 3 2s are 6, 3 2s are 6. Alright. So when I add them all, what do I get? 41 plus 103 plus 66 will give me 210. So 210 by 4, 2 2s are 205s are. So 105 by 2. This is the money that he initially had. Money he had initially. Is this clear? It's very easy. Next one. Subtract the sum of this from the sum of this. So to do the subtraction, we need to first have the sum. So let me take this as sum 1. Minus 7 by 8 plus 5 by 16. Okay. LCM is 16, 8 into 2. So minus 14 plus 5, which is minus 9 by 16. Now let us find the sum to 3 by 5 and 2 by 9. What is the LCM? 5 nines 45. So into 9, 9 into 3 27, plus into 5, 5 into 2 10, 37 by 45. Now what is the question? Subtract the sum of, so minus 9 by 16 from the sum of this one. So you need to subtract. What is the role of from? As we know, from means you always subtract next number minus the previous number. So this is 37 by 45 minus, again minus 9 by 16. So this we get 37 by 45, minus into minus will give me plus 9 by 16. Now here you can directly, again you will just take LCM and find out the final answer. So here you will find the LCM for 45 and 16. Add them and you end up having the answer. You can try this for homework. Next one. 2 by 7 of all the money Raju's bank account is 88,000. How much money does Raju have in his bank account? So money in bank. So always in the word problems, we first find out what is to be calculated. We assume that to be x. So we don't know how much money he had. So I'm going to take it as x. Once we have this in front of the eyes, now we can frame the equation properly. So all the word problems I've seen, many students face difficulty in this. So it is not difficult. Word problems you should read at least 3 to 4 times to understand. And not like 2 by 7 of all the money Raju's bank, not fast. You should read the word problem very slowly so that it is in your mind. It is registering in your mind and you can proceed it. Not for the namesake you're going to read 3 4 times. You will read it at your own pace, at what pace you are understanding the question and taking down the question. Now that I need to find money in the bank, I've taken it as x. Now 2 by 7 of all the money. 2 by 7 of all the money, we don't know how much money, x, is 88,000, is means equal to 88,000. So this is the equation that is forming. Okay, so 2 by 7 into x is equal to 88,000. So x is equal to 88,000. Now 7 is dividing, other side it multiplies, and 2 is multiplying, other side it divides. 2 ones are, 2 fours are 8, 2 fours are 8, followed by 30. So from this I get 3,08,000. So this much money he had in his bank account. Now next one, what is the property used for the expression given? Now here do we see, all right, how do we solve? Do we see anything in common? Yes. If I see this and this term, I see minus 3 by 5 common, isn't it? So I can take that out. So minus 3 by 5, if I take out common, what do I get here? Minus 2 by 3 and minus 1 by 6. And here we have 5 by 2 remaining. So what is this property? What property am I using? This is distributive property. It is very important to mention what property you are using in your exam. It carries marks. All the steps carries marks. Now always we simplify the bracket part. The bracket here, the LCM is 6. 3 into 2, so 2 into 2 is minus 4 and 1 plus 5 by 2 into minus 4 minus 1 is minus 5 by 6. So here since it is multiplication, I can reduce. 5 gets cancelled. 3 ones are 3, 2s are 6. So again minus into minus is plus 1 by 2 plus 5 by 2, which is 6 by 2, and your answer is equal to 3. So here using the property I have solved the expression. So when you know the properties, your expression will take little lesser time to solve. That is why properties are very important. And in this chapter, you will have questions based on the properties. So don't ignore the properties. You should do the properties. So I hope these questions are clear. I've covered all the model questions that generally come from this chapter. To know more such content, please subscribe and share.